Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cricket Castaway. So, here we are, Nishant and Divyansh, and we are going to take you through another really exciting week of the IPL that's about to come, which actually began yesterday. So, what we are going to do in this episode is probably going to cover the two matches that have happened on Saturday before. And then we'll just preview all the upcoming matches that are about to happen in the coming week. So, hi Divyansh, how are you, and
Hello.
how like the action on Saturday for the IPL?
Yeah, it was really great, and what a close match Mumbai and Delhi had. I was not
Yeah,
sure whether Mumbai would give such a tough fight away from their home turf to Delhi, but uh, even after chasing that mammoth of a total, they gave the fight till the end. So yeah, it was a really good match. Really.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, really good fight from Mumbai, and first time Hardik Pandya showed some intent to take the lead and take the team home as a captain. So yeah, it was really good
Yeah.
to watch.
I mean, exactly what we were talking about in the previous show. This past week, week five onwards, what's actually happened as it's just opened the floodgates for the batting sides, and Delhi scored 257, and again Mumbai came very, very close. They reached 247, and at one point of time, it looked like they were again gonna chase this down. I mean, again another day where a total of 500 has been breached for an IPL game. This is now, I think, becoming a norm. That if you need to win a game this season, you probably have to score a 250 plus score, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's true. And even on a in a day game, when I thought there might be some assistance to the spinners on the pitch, but couldn't see any help, much help for the spinners. And talking about Delhi, what a knock Mega played. It was really out of this world. It reminded me of the innings that Suresh Raina played against Punjab in the 2014 finals. 25
Yeah,
balls, 87 runs. That's the
87
only
runs. Yeah.
knock we can compare this to. So he was playing like a man possessed. What a knock.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we talked a lot about this kid in our previous episode, and boy, he keeps on delivering. Interestingly, though, they didn't start with Prithvi Shaw. He was on the bench. They started with Abhishek Porel. Probably that puts curtains on his IPL career, as you would think. It'll be very hard for him to come back. But yeah, I mean the kind of start Fraser McGurk gave to Delhi was just a mind-boggling, and he had no care in the world about the bowler who was bowling at the other end. He even took Bumrah to the cleaners, and I mean that's pretty amazing what this guy is doing.
Yeah, first over of Bumrah and he took him for 18 runs. So there was nobody was spared, no special treatment to any bowler, no regards to the reputation of the bowler. He just went on with his business straight away, and I think this guy has an amazing hand-eye coordination. Uh, After Sehwag, I have not seen such level of hand-eye coordination that he has got. So he's a
Yeah.
special talent that Australia has now, and might be a big threat if Travis Head and McGurk opens in T20 World Cup for Australia. Like, it would be carnage.
Yeah, yeah, it would be
So
crazy just to think about it. But yeah, I think you pointed out correctly. He's keeping David Warner out of the Delhi Capitals side, and that would, I think, imply that he'll probably keep David Warner out of the T20 World Cup side for Australia as well. The level of performances he's giving. So we don't really expect the kind of wickets that we are going to get in, let's say, states, but in West Indies, it'll be slow and low tracks. In India, for now, IPL has produced really batty friendly tracks, but
Hmm.
there won't be, I don't think, much of a difference. Probably the ball will keep just a tad bit lower there than it's keeping it here, but I think this is a good preparation for him, and I think yeah, he'll start over Warner in the World Cup.
Definitely, and as you said, the pitches would be slightly on the slower side than compared to the IPL, but then it becomes more important to capitalize the power play there.
Yeah,
So McGurk is a specialist in capitalizing the first 6 overs, so Australia
yeah,
would be counting on that, like
yeah,
90 runs on board in the first 6 overs, then
yeah,
you already got a head start
yeah,
as compared to the opposition. So yeah, he is a really handy player, and I was listening to the commentary. So it's just not mindless hitting. There is a certain level of skill involved there.
yeah,
He is anticipating the deliveries quite fast, like quite early. So the bowlers are having an issue deceiving him and creating problems for him, because he's
yeah,
adjusting his stance, and
yeah,
he holds his bat like a baseball, and he keeps the
yeah,
stance similar to a baseball player. So it gives him a lot of freedom to
yeah,
maneuver at the last moment. So yeah, great talent.
yeah. Yeah, a golf swing, as they would say. But yeah, I mean, you rightly pointed out. So there was this one shot that he played where he moved a bit away from the leg stump and hit the ball over the covers, and that just shows the skill of the guy. He's anticipating, as you rightly pointed out, and hitting it to all parts of the ground. But probably more hitting more on the straights and in the V, as they
Yes.
call it, which is a great sign, because he's not trying to be manipulative of the fields or anything. I think he just doesn't care about where the fielders are. He has, I think, enough power to uh, uh,
Yeah.
get the ball out of the boundary. So yeah, but see, that's probably the difference between a Delhi and an SRH right now, that they reached to a 257, but they could have reached to 87 if the guy on the other end, which was Abhishek Porel, was going equally hammer on tongs, like Fraser McGurk, the same way that Abhishek and Travis Head do for SRH. So I think that's the only reason they probably fell 20-30 short of that
Yes.
287 target. But overall, again, 257 is a crazy, crazy score when you think about it. And it wasn't just him. So when he got out, you would have thought that now run rate would probably come down a bit, but then Shea Hope came and batted superbly for his quick fire knock, and then Tristan Stubbs just with his. We have seen all of his power over the past few weeks, but this time it was sheer class and finesse. The way he was manipulating the field behind the keeper, two
Right.
scoops on the leg side and then two on the off side in the same over, and then just to prove that he doesn't have finesse and also power, he would just pull two over mid wicket. I mean, that crazy, crazy to see how strong this batting lineup for Delhi is looking at the moment.
Yeah, they have got very good two gems in the name of McGurk and Tristan Stubbs, but two 23-year-olds, and they are taking all the burden of scoring majority of runs for their team, and providing the support that is right now Prithvi Shaw and David Warner are not able to deliver on. So great finds for Delhi, but they've got them a bit late, because again they would have to compete with other teams next year to keep these talents in the Delhi dugout. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but the, I I mean, quietly, Rishabh Pant has snuck into the second place for the orange cap, and the season keeps going better and better for him. And so happy for this guy after dealing with so much, and the trauma that comes with the fact that you're not part of the side, you're sitting alone in your room, probably trying to get healed, and you have no idea if you'll ever be able to play cricket in the first place. And if you do get to play, will you reach the level that you were before your tragic accident? And I think he, more than others, I think he is getting the self confidence in his own abilities that, yeah, he's probably back. Being second only to Virat Kohli in a mad season is a testament to this guy's ability.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Rishabh Pant is slowly clawing his way back to the original form that he had before the accident, and I think he's coping up very well. He might become the orange cap winner. Also depends on how far Delhi goes in the tournament. So yeah, great to
Yeah,
watch him
but
progress.
yeah, I mean, looking at the Delhi side right now, if they keep batting the way they're doing, now they've won four of their last five games, so they are clicking exactly at the right time when they need to. And this game has probably put a huge dent in Mumbai's hopes, because Delhi has just blown for me, the best batting order in IPL uh, away with their powerful batting. It's just crazy how good Delhi look
Yeah,
with the bat.
definitely. And talking about Mumbai again, their top three failed them because I think the middle order did its job. Even Hardik Pandya played a good knock, and also Tim David with a quick fire 37 at the end. So I think the middle order and lower middle order did their job fantastically. It's just that the top three had to put some more runs before the middle order came to the fore. So yeah, it was again a top order failure that caused Mumbai this defeat. Otherwise, the game was very well in their
Yeah,
hands.
yeah. It's just the sheer pressure now of a 250 plus target. You know, right from the first ball that you can't waste any deliveries, and you also know that this is a must-win game for you. So at any cost, you have to win this. But when in the halftime you're sitting in your dugout, you're probably thinking you're not gonna win this. So the chances are that a score like this has only been chased once. Maybe it was just the other week, but in history of IPL, it has only been chased once. So like it's a steep task. It's an uphill task, and probably it's that pressure which under which Ishan, Rohit, and Surya succumbed, because Tilak Varma again was the bright light, and Hardik Pandya, he performed really well in this match. But yeah, the runs needed to come from at least two of the top three. So it had to
Yeah.
be Surya, in my opinion.
Yes.
If Mumbai had to win this game, it had to be Surya. He had to play a big knock, and supported by either Rohit or Ishan in the other end. But I think that wasn't the case, and that's where they probably lost this game.
Yeah, definitely. Even if Surya stayed till, like, he got out in the sixth over, even if he had stayed till 10th over, the game might have had a different result, because
Yeah,
after that,
obviously.
yeah.
Because he is the kind of guy, when he starts hitting the ball and manipulating the field just like Tristan Stubbs did in the first inning, it actually puts a lot of questions in the minds of the bowler, and they completely lose their line and length. That's Surya's biggest ability. So uh, I think yeah, Mumbai will be very disappointed, because they came really close, and they came really
Yes.
close because of the fact that Tilak, Hardik, and Tim David performed that well, but had they just had Surya for a few more overs, or had they just had a good start from Ishan Kishan, things could have been different. Because as we talked even in the last episode, Firozshah Kotla, or the Arun Jaitley Stadium that's it's called now, is a really small ground. So
Right.
getting sixes there is not that big a deal, but you have to stay on the crease to get those big shots.
Definitely, yeah. That's where I think Rohit Sharma got stuck, and he was trying to accelerate, and in that effort only he got out because he lost his patience, and it was already like he was scoring at runner balls. He had already faced 7 balls, so he thought of going for a big shot to capitalize the power play, and that's where he couldn't convert that shot. So yeah.
Yeah, but moving on. Now, I think Mumbai are also, for all intents and purposes, out of this tournament. Probably they would have a mathematical chance of qualifying still if the teams above them lose their games. I mean, a lot of permutations and combinations are possible, but it's not now, I think, in their own hands. And they, again, like Punjab and RCB, find themselves in a situation where they probably are now the party poopers of the town.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Now, after this match, they are in the league of Punjab and RCB.
Yeah,
So now, if even for an outside chance, they have to depend on many other teams to lose and a lot of results to go their way, then there is a mathematical possibility. Otherwise, they are in practical terms they are out of the tournament. So they are just playing for their pride now, and
yeah,
how far they can progress in the points table, and uh, which teams campaign they can derail in on
yeah.
their way to the end of the tournament. So yeah, that's the only thing left for Mumbai now.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's too early to call things like that, because season is like 1/4 of the season is all still in front of us before the qualifiers and the eliminators. But when the season is over, I think Mumbai management will have a lot of headache with thinking the players that they have to retain, because Bumrah is one of them. Tilak Verma has showed he's one of them. So there are two. Ishan Kishan is fairly young, but they're three. But I don't think now they're retaining Rohit, um, because of the captaincy that Hardik has done so far in the season. I don't think that it's 100% certainty that they're gonna retain Hardik. They may or may not. They may just
Hmm.
simply because they've put so much money into him, but apart from that, I don't see why they would, because I mean, he hasn't been that consistent. So yeah, a lot of big decisions are gonna come up in the plate of Mumbai Indians going forward.
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of thinking before the next mega auction for Mumbai. So one team's campaign practically ended, and then moving on to the team which has, in all probabilities, has qualified for the qualifiers, which is Rajasthan Royals. What a game it was! What a chase from the man Sanju Samson. And
Yeah.
after seeing that knock, it looks like. What more he can do to prove himself worthy of international cricket. And even after this, they don't take him to the T20 World Cup. I don't know what he can do more to make that happen.
No, I think he is perfect for that number three spot in the Indian side, and it'd be a shame if they don't take him. He has a calm head, as we talked about in the last episode as well. He's so calm, cool, and collected. I've been interesting this game because 196 in Ikana Stadium in Lucknow. Most of the times, Lucknow do end up going to defend it, but. Uh, Even when Lucknow were batting, it felt like they were 15 or 20 runs short. And the way that Rajasthan played, so they chased those 196 down with an over to spare. So probably Lucknow were indeed 15 or 20 runs short, but the way Sanju and Dhruv Jurel batted, they were never under any sort of pressure. It felt like probably Lucknow were 40 odd short because there was just no pressure on Sanju and Dhruv Jurel. I mean, 196, and if we're saying they're probably 40 runs short, that's where this game has gone.
Yeah, but really nice to see Dhruv Jurel playing a good knock after so many
Much
matches.
needed.
He got a proper time in the middle, and he also capitalized it very well. So happy for him. And talking about uh, LSG being 20-30 runs short, so that's because this time what we talked in our last conversation, Nicky P and Marcus Stoinis didn't fire.
Yeah,
So that's where those
yeah,
20 runs they lost
yeah,
on the way, because Deepak Huda and KL Rahul played a good knock, but we all know it has been a task for them to cross the 200 strike rate. So
yeah.
that's where the those additional
Mm.
20 runs got lost on the way, because if
Okay.
it would have been Nicholas Puran instead of
Yeah,
Deepak Huda playing that knock, so
yeah,
that would have been 50 runs on 20 balls. So
yeah.
it's just that Huda took 10 balls more to score that 50. So that's where those runs got lost on the way. So yeah.
I mean, starting with Lucknow, so they did lose Quinny quite early, as we have so many times talked about Trent Boult in a season where the ball is just not swinging and the fast bowlers or the spinners both are just going off on all corners of the ground. This guy consistently keeps picking wickets in the first few overs, and I mean, just a testament to this guy. He's just so good with the new
Yeah.
ball.
Picking wickets in the first over, it's like become a legacy that I think nobody would be able to follow in the
Yeah,
shoes of Trent Bolt. And after that,
yeah,
what a contribution Sandeep Sharma did. So like
yeah. What a
uh,
ball that was when he bowled Marcus Stoinis. I mean, come
he
on,
took
it was
out Stoinis,
superb.
he took out Nicholas Puran. So he took out two of
Yeah,
their mainstays who
yeah,
could have taken
yeah,
Lucknow to a 200 plus score, which would have been
yeah,
very difficult for Rajasthan to chase.
yeah,
So that's where
yeah,
the game turned. So like what a gem of a player Sandeep Sharma is. Last match 5 wickets, and this match also 4 overs, 30 odd runs in 2 wickets, two most crucial wickets for Lucknow.
yeah,
There you can say those two are the accelerators of Lucknow team. So whenever they want to push the paddle and take the score to another high, that's where the brakes were put on by Sandeep Sharma. What a contribution!
yeah.
Like it does not look much on the paper, but we know the importance of those 2 wickets.
Yeah, yeah. And but Rahul is having a seriously good season, unspoken that much. I mean, he's going in the background, just doing his thing while people concentrate on Virat Kohli and Rishabh Pant with the bat. But I mean, he is consistently performing. His strike rate is up there with probably better than Virat Kohli, equally as good as Rishabh Pant, and he is giving big numbers to Lucknow up top. A seriously good season, and it's good news for them that Deepak Hooda has finally come into the form that we saw him having in the first season that Lucknow had. Yeah, last year he wasn't really playing that well, and this year in the start he wasn't. But now, yeah, he's come back to form. So there are, I think, positive signs for Lucknow even from this game. What I do think is that probably they seriously missed Mayank Yadav again
Yeah,
in those middle overs where he can just come and blow batters away. Uh, the news is that he's bowling really well in the nets. I don't know why they're being over secure with him. I just think that if the guy is fit enough, I mean, you're not gonna bring him out of your bag when the tournament is practically over for you. I think this was the game for them
This
to
was the game. Yeah.
relaunch him again. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping he would be in the playing 11, but I don't know uh, whether they are keeping him wrapped up in a cotton wool or what's the issue there is. But I think it's high time. If he is fit, he should play. Maybe you can use him as an impact player and just get him on the ground to bowl those 4 overs and then again get him out. But yeah, he is required.
Yeah, that's the only
Lucknow
thing
is
I think
missing
that
him.
they're missing. Uh,
Yes.
Again, even in the bowling selections, I think some really, really weird decisions they took. Stoinis came in, bowled 1 over for 3 runs and took a wicket. Never got a chance to bowl again. Ravi Bishnoi, their premier spinner, gets a gig in the 16th over, just 1 over. Amit Mishra came as an impact sub and bowled and took a wicket, which was like really heartwarming to see because he's an IPL legend. But I think Stoinis should have probably got more overs, and Ravi Bishnoi should have been introduced a lot earlier.
Right, right. Yeah, maybe they could have uh, uh, stopped Mohsin Khan and Yash Thakur. Maybe they both could have bowled only 3 overs. It was not a must-have situation for them. They had plenty of bowling options, but I don't know what was the thought process there. I think Stoinis must have gotten another over once he took the wicket.
Yeah, yeah, because this is happening now quite a few times. I've seen this over the last few games that probably because Lucknow has so many bowling options, it just clouds their judgment and clouds Rahul's judgment a few times. Because if a bowler comes in and gives you a wicket and a 3 run over in an 197 odd run chase, it's worth and bold, and he probably deserves to get a second over right there and then without any questions asked. Probably overthinking much in that situation, because if he wanted to save him for the last overs, he showed us again that no, he wasn't. He just brought him for that 1 over, and didn't matter if he took a wicket and went for practically nothing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. If you have taken a chance on Stoinis and he has delivered, you should trust him to at least bowl one more over. Might have stopped the flow of runs and might have taken this to the last over, and things could have become tricky. Yeah.
Because this also happened against Chennai. It was, I guess, that Stoinis bowled 1 over. He again took a wicket and wasn't brought to bowl again. Probably it was against Chennai or some other team, but it happened fairly recently again. And they've been doing this. So this time with Ravi Vishnu, it was a lot weird because he generally comes in the first 7 or 8 overs itself, and he didn't. And Krunal was bowling so well,
Yes.
so it felt like this was a day that Ravi and Krunal could have bowled in tandem and probably brought that squeeze in a bit earlier. But yeah, they didn't. But kudos to Rajasthan. They've all but qualified. Uh, the Sanju Samson looks really well. Good news for them that Dhruv Jurel has now also come among the runs. It's just like there are no boxes to tick anymore for this side. They're
Yeah.
just now finding new boxes to tick and ticking them on their own.
Yeah, another match and another new player coming up to the
Yeah.
center and getting the team through. So that has been the story of Rajasthan Royals this season. So kudos to them. Yeah, I don't think now it's just might be next is Roman Powell or Hetmeyer. They play a blistering knock in the next few matches, and those boxes are also ticked.
Yeah. So yeah, I think a really good game. Probably it's good for the table that Lucknow lost because Rajasthan were qualified any which way, so they sit pretty at the top, and other teams can still battle for those three positions rather than two. So it opens up
Right.
the table a lot more for the remaining three teams. But yeah, good game. So moving on to the Sunday's matches, which are gonna happen today, and starting with the first one, it's the Party Poopers against the Gujarat Titans, the RCB against Gujarat. And I think in a weird way they're gonna win this one as well. What do you think?
Yeah, in the Narendra Modi Stadium, maybe this may be the end of Gujarat Titans campaign if they lose this, because they would be
Uh,
then 8 points in 10 matches. So that is practically just they would have to win like 4 out of 4 after this if they want
yeah.
to still reach. So that might be impossible to achieve. So this is a do or die situation for Gujarat Titans in this match.
So I mean, uh, they say right in Hindi, "हम तो डूबे सनम तुमको भी ले डूबेंगे." Is that kind of thing with RCB that's going on right now,
Yes.
and uh, you don't wanna face them. Such a supremely talented batting order, and uh, I mean, now that Rajat Patidar has come into form, they were probably lacking someone who can take the spinners out of the park in those middle overs, because Virat Kohli of half generally stay till sixth or seventh over, but they're not that comfortable against the spinners. So they need a guy at the other end who can do that. And Rajat Patidar is really, really good against the spinners. So, I mean, it's a really, really difficult game for Gujarat coming up. They have to win this at all cost. Uh,
Yes.
but uh, but it's looking like, because when you look at the batting order of Gujarat, it's Shubman Gill and David Miller. When you look at the batting order of RCB, they're just the best batters on the planet. And yeah, though Gujarat have a better bowling squad than RCB, if
Yes.
RCB can just pose a total that's too much to chase down, it will be really difficult for Gujarat in this
Yeah,
game.
the toss would be a crucial thing here. I think uh, maybe Gujarat want to post a total, or looking at the slowish nature of the pick of the wicket, they might look to restrict RCB first and then chase down that total, uh, because looking at their head-to-head record, Gujarat Titans has an edge. Like they are two. The score is 2-1. So Gujarat Titans have won twice in their three encounters. And also looking at the matchups, Rashid Khan has a very good matchup against Faf and Virat. So he has got Faf out thrice and Kohli twice during the power play. So that might be the ploy that Gujarat Titans would be banking upon, that introducing Rashid Khan early when Faf and Virat are there, and just do not give them a start that they are looking for. But there's also a matter of Rashid Khan's form, because this is not the same Rashid Khan which was there in 2022 and 2023. So it's a even sort of a contest right now.
Yeah, I think they need probably another batter in their starting 11. If it's highly possible that RCB will score more than 200 if they bat first, right? And
Yes.
if Gujarat bat first and they need to score something like what Delhi did, which is in the region of 240 plus, they probably need another batter in the ranks. But I look at their squad, and they can't find a batter for love or money right now. So I mean, it's looking tricky for them this game.
Definitely, yeah. There might be a strategy. They can look at Kane Williamson to play the role of an anchor, maybe playing at a 120, 130, and rest all players go berserk around him. And Shubman Gill takes the attacking mode right from the start, and just smashing the bowlers out of the park. That can be the only strategy that they can
But
look at
then they
because
lose out. But then they lose out on a bowler, which that's why they have been
yes,
probably playing Omar Zai, because he can do something with the bat, he can do something with the ball. But I think that's the risk they have to take in this situation. I think Kane Williamson needs to come in, but
definitely.
that means they need to take the risk of being a bowler short. So
Yeah,
yeah,
then maybe Tevatia has to take that couple of overs on his own.
which he's fairly capable of doing, but
Yeah,
I mean they don't seem to use him an awful lot.
yeah, maybe that spin option from Tevatia, because since if Kohli stays for longer, he might not get so many runs against Tevatia as he may get against like a fast bowler. So that ploy can work because you are short of pure batsmen in your lineup. So you have to look at the other options that you can use today, because today is a do or die situation. If it does not work today, then it may well be over for Gujarat Titans.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, a really interesting day game. Uh, uh, as you rightly pointed out, if RCB do it does indeed go on to win this game, they'll be sitting pretty in their dugout, smiling about the fact that they've just ruined the season of another team, a competitor of theirs. Yeah, and then at night we have a really, really tasty encounter.
Yeah.
Your favorite team coming up against the Baba Yagas of this IPL. Uh, I mean, you do want to bat second in Chennai because simply because of the due factor. Uh,
But
there's
you
a lot
don't
of
know
people.
what score you would be chasing.
Yeah, exactly. So you do want to bat second in that area, especially at night, but you simply can't allow SRH to bat first. I mean, this is
You
gonna
don't
be.
want to be chasing 280 in even in the second inning. So that's a
Yeah, and
lot.
it's not
That's a lot.
it's not like they've done it just once, right? A season they've done
Three
287,
times.
277, 260. I mean, I mean, you can't just take that risk and let them bat in the first half of the innings.
Definitely, definitely, that's true, because you can't give them the head start. If they run away with 100 runs in the power play, then you are already looking at a 250 plus score. Even if you put the brakes on in the middle over, the game is still too far ahead from your grasp. So it's quite a tricky situation against teams like Sunrisers Hyderabad. So there has to be some new strategy that maybe MSD or Rituraj has to come up with.
How do you see this game going? What are your hunches for this game?
I think it might go. There are two ways to go about it. If you are lucky, you win the toss. You bat first. Don't think twice. You just bat first. That there's one way that RCB did in Hyderabad against Hyderabad, or then otherwise you have to have game plans against each player, how to trap them, how to make them frustrated, how to make them throw their wicket away. If you can do that, maybe with the help of Jadeja, Moeen Ali, or maybe tonight's the night for Mitch Santner to come into the team and wreak havoc against Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, because I know Klassen, you can't stop Klassen with anything, but at least you can stop them at the start. So maybe Mitch Santner can play that role today.
I mean, Chennai have never been known for their pace attack, right?
Yes,
I think they need to prepare a really dull, really slow, and really turning wicket for this one. If they give that batting lineup just a sniff, because the ball isn't swinging, we have seen that all season this IPL. And
Right.
when the ball doesn't swing up front, Deepak Chahar is just a medium pace straight line bowler. And I'm really afraid and scared for him coming up against Head and Abhishek Sharma in that form, because they're just gonna demolish him.
Right.
And who is the guy? The Face? Do you expect the Face to control that many power hitters? And
No, I don't
I mean,
expect him.
in the
Maybe
first six,
Pathirana
in
can be effective, but I'm not looking at Fizz or Deepak Chahar to cause any damage to this because
Pathirana usually comes after the first 10 overs. So, but with SRS, the fear is that they can finish the game in the first six itself.
yes, yes, that's true. That's true. So there, they might have to strategically maybe use first couple of overs in the power play of Pathirana, and then maybe try to put the brakes on with the spin, and hope that uh, before Klassen comes in, they have enough wickets of SRH, so that there is no one to accompany him, because there are guys like Nitish Reddy and uh, Shabazz Ahmed as well in SRH who can play spinners really well. So it's looking like a nightmare for Chennai today.
Yeah.
But it would be a really good game to watch.
Yeah. Probably, after us saying all these things, it's the day of Lord Thakur, because he does Lord Thakur things and takes wickets when nobody expects him to take, and probably he takes a Head and Abhishek Sharma both in the first few overs, and we look like dummies here. But yeah, this is gonna be a really tricky game.
After so many years, I'm getting a feeling even at the Chepauk Stadium, like an advantage for SRH. It doesn't happen so often. It's the first IPL that I'm getting this feeling.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's
at
simply
Chepauk, always
that's
Chennai.
that's yeah, that's simply because I think the pitches that have been there this season, they're all the same all across the country. The pitches are the same. It's just not
Same, right?
turning. It's just not gripping. Everywhere you're getting 200 plus scores, and on that type of wicket, it's a nightmare to face SRH. But hopefully, Chennai do create a wicket which is a low and slow wicket, because boy, I would love to see a 160 150
Yes, yes,
match where it's actually defended. I mean, it'll be really refreshing if that actually happens.
definitely. Yeah, we are so looking forward to a score that is not 200 and above, because the real battle comes when you have to defend a 160 170 score on a wicket like this, and if you are getting some support from the pitch, then the Chennai spinners can do the job for you.
Yeah, but I think this again, I won't say that this is a must win for Chennai, because they are, I think, right now on the fifth spot themselves. Uh, but Delhi is slowly and surely looking above, and Delhi looks like a really strong team right now. So Chennai, I think Chennai need to win this one, though it's not a must win, but they seriously need to win this one if they want to qualify for
Yes,
top four.
yes, yeah. uh,
Yeah.
the situation might have been different if they won the last game against
Yeah,
uh,
Lucknow.
Lucknow, and but that Stoinisnok snatched that victory from them. So it would be really tough if they lose this one as well, because then you are really struggling to get to that 14 or 16 point marks by the end of by the mid of May. So it's a
Yeah,
very important game for Chennai to win.
yeah. Then I think this is gonna be a great game. We're all looking out for it. And then on Monday we have another really important and exciting game, which is Kolkata versus Delhi in the batting paradise of the Eden Gardens. This pitch has also consistently produced lots of runs, and
Yes,
also made us witness the craziest of the games, the between against Punjab. Uh, Delhi again coming in a very good batting form themselves to Kolkata. This is going to be a really important match, not just for the IPL table, but for these two sides as well. Because if though Kolkata right now find themselves in the second spot, that can all really change very quickly. Let's say if SRH beat Chennai in the game, they probably go to the second spot, and if Delhi then beat Kolkata, then the tables have turned. All the bets are
Yes.
off because then Kolkata might find themselves in a really insecure position.
Definitely, yeah, the tables can turn in a couple of matches itself. Kolkata can't be sure till they have at least 14 points in their kitty. So it's a good game to win for them, and it's at their home ground. So they would be taking hard from the fact that only Punjab has been able to chase that total, and that doesn't happen very often every day. We saw that Mumbai also tried, uh, but they missed by 10 runs. So it's not very easy to chase a 250 plus total. So again, if Sunil Narayan and Phil Salt give them a good start and they have a good total to defend, they can win this match.
Yeah, but this pitch will equally suit Fraser McGurk and Tristan Stubbs. And so again, it's gonna be, I think, a big run scoring game. And yeah, for Kolkata, because we've talked about Delhi already, but yeah, specifically for Kolkata, I think their batters again need to come really good in this game. They need now Sunil Narayan and Phil Salt both to fire at the top consistently, because now they don't have the time to see if what if, like you said in the previous episode as well, like what if the top two don't fire? Uh, do they then have the middle order to rescue the situation? Because we haven't seen that much in this season. Ankit Raghuvanshi is a really talented 18-year-old kid who has done it once or twice. But Shreyas Iyer, though he scored really fast, 10 ball 28 in the previous game, his strike rate over the course of the season hasn't been great.
Right.
Rinku Sen and Andre Russell only seldomly get a look in because the top order has been just simply sensational. So they haven't been the middle order and the lower middle order hasn't been exposed that much this season, and now is the time. Though KKR, as we talked about, has the best top two in terms of the volume of the runs they've scored together. Now they need to consistently do it at least for next 3-4 matches.
Yeah, definitely, because a lot depends on this match, and uh, the road becomes tough and the pressure starts mounting if you lose this match, because last one was a match which might have given KKR a lot of pain, lot of heartbreak, because they wouldn't have thought, like, after posting a total of 262, this can be chased. So that was as good as a game won, 2 points in the kitty for them, and they don't want to be sitting at 10 points again after this match. So this becomes a very important game for them, and it would be great to see how Venkatesh Iyer, Shreyas Iyer, and even a Rinku Singh, which has not got so much of batting right till now, how they perform if something goes wrong at the top. So yeah, good game to watch.
Yeah. So, who do you think has an upper hand in this game, and where do you think this game will be decided?
I think still KKR has an advantage because they know this pitch better, and they have won so many games at this ground. So they would be relying on the fact, they would be gaining confidence that every time they have come to this ground, they have done well and posted good totals. So it's just a matter of containing the other side. So it's still advantage KKR for me.
Yeah, I think I'm starting silently to root for Delhi, my city, because over the years, IPL hasn't been kind to Delhi. Uh, but this team kind of every now and then it gives me the shades of the 2008 2009 team when Delhi was really really exciting with Sehwag and Gambhir opening, and we had TK and the likes. It was like a really crazy batting side, and now with Fraser McGurk and Tristan Stubbs and Rishabh Pant all guns blazing, it's quietly looking like a really really good batting unit. So probably, I think you're right. Advantage KKR simply because it's their home ground, but I think Delhi might have a surprise up their sleeve, and they might chase this one down.
Yeah, sure. Also depends on the toss, and yeah,
Yeah.
definitely if Delhi wins, it would be great for them. They can move up in the points table, and then KKR is in serious trouble. So
Yeah.
interesting match.
Yeah. Then on Tuesday we have Lucknow versus Mumbai.
The party
Hmm.
poopers.
Yeah, they probably, if Mumbai end up losing this game as well, they certainly 100% are the party poopers then, because then there's nothing left for them to play for. Or I don't think even mathematically they would then have the chance to make it. But I think it's a much more important game for Lucknow than it is for
Yes,
Mumbai, because even now Mumbai probably has an outside chance, but Lucknow are right into the middle of it and they need to win this one.
definitely they have a very real chance, and they are right now positioned at fourth. So they would at least want to maintain the fourth position, uh, as they have a prolific record of always qualifying since their inception. So I think that's the record that they would want to keep, and I think they are a good enough team to keep that record going. So yes, a very important match for them, but they might feel a little more pressure facing a team which has probably nothing to lose.
Mm, yeah, I think the big players for Lucknow need to come into the party for this one. If Mumbai do end up getting a win in this match, I think it's more good for the likes of Chennai and Delhi than it probably is for Mumbai. So I think
Yes,
all the Delhi fans and all the Chennai fans in this game certainly would be rooting for Mumbai to go on and knock Lucknow out, and give both Delhi and Chennai a very very realistic chance to win this one.
yeah, and we are still a couple of days away, so maybe Mayank Yadav gets fit enough to play in that match, because it's Lucknow's home ground, so we can maybe able to see the magic again of the young speedster. So
He
really looking
really
forward
needs
to
to
that.
now play. Yeah, he really needs to now play. Like there is, if he's fit enough, is if he's bowling very well in the nets as we have heard he is, then I don't think now is the time to keep him wrapped up. I mean, it's 4 overs. I know it takes a lot out of a really really fast bowler like Mayank Yadav is, but now his team really needs him, because otherwise there's then just keep him preserved for the next season, because he'll
Yeah.
be probably out. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a really tasty encounter, and we're gonna, over this week, the week 6 of the IPL, we're gonna see a really really shaped up squad, shaped up table by the end of it, and that's
Yes.
simply because of the matches that are happening, and this is one of them. So who do you think has an upper edge in this one?
I think I would still go ahead with Lucknow with due to the home advantage, but if Mayank Yadav does not play, I think it's an even contest then.
Yeah, uh, probably. the same sentiments I would echo. Mayank Yadav needs to certainly play this one, but very very even contest and very hard to call because Mumbai
Yeah,
on their day are the most powerful batting lineup and they can blow anyone away. And they have just made 247, which is not an easy feat to do. So let's
definitely.
see a nail biter and a really good match. And after that,
Sure.
on Wednesday, we have CSK versus Punjab. So this week, this would be the first game of Punjab. We haven't seen Punjab in action since their mighty run chase of 262. These guys will be really, really, really pumped up and looking to be the party poopers for Chennai. And again, a really, really tricky game for Chennai.
Yes, a really tricky game from Chennai depends on the confidence that they would be carrying after the SRH match, based on the amount of beating they take from their batsmen. So it would depend a lot on that match as well. But I think, yeah, it's a sort of a very tricky situation for Chennai Super Kings, because Punjab is sort of a team which has nothing to lose now, and they have good players of spin in Shashank Singh, Ashutosh Sharma. So, and even now Johnny Bairstow is looking in good touch. So, this would be a formidable team now to go against. But yeah, still, there is a certain amount of advantage that Chennai would have at Chepauk, and their previous head-to-head record is also in the favor of Chennai as well. So maybe Punjab can spoil the party, but it all depends on what kind of result Chennai gets today uh, in the match with SRH. So
Yeah.
a lot depends on that as well.
Yeah, but simply because of the high that that match would have given Punjab, it makes them a really dangerous side for Chennai to face
Definitely.
at this point of time. Simply because Punjab are under no pressure right now. They find themselves in a situation where they don't actually have anything to lose, and that's how they played against Kolkata. And now that Johnny Bairstow has come back in form, we all know he is the streakiest of the players you would ever find on an international circuit. When he blows cold, he is cold, and we have seen that in the past year and a half, he has been cold throughout. And
Yes.
then once he starts becoming hot, he goes on this maverick, crazy kind of a streak where he will score back to back to back in 3 4 innings, and I don't think Chennai would want that kind of Johnny Bairstow in this game.
Yeah, they would certainly not want to face Johnny Bairstow at its peak. So yeah, a threat for them, but might be uh, countered with their spin attack, because there's still some weaknesses in Johnny's technique, as we have seen in the Test series as well against India last year. So he's quite vulnerable against the spinners. So might be Ravindra Jadeja's day against Johnny Bairstow, as he has done it in the Test series against him. So still there is sort of a countermeasure, not like SRH where all bets are off and you can't think of much how to
Yeah,
counter them.
yeah. So I think we're both agreeing on this. This is advantage CSK.
Yes,
It'll be really strange to see CSK lose this game. I don't think they will. But who knows? This is the IPL and one of the more crazier seasons of IPL at that.
yeah,
Then moving on to the game on Thursday, it's Rajasthan versus SRH, and in a
yes.
weird way, Rajasthan again are party poopers for this one because they've already qualified almost like that. Probably they don't have a queue against their name right now, but like they are. they are in the top four. There's no doubt about that at this point. So
Yes.
I think this is probably for the first time in this season's IPL, two potential finalists playing against each other.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe by that time, SRH would be sitting at second position, so it would be one versus two, and it would be sort of a you can say a
A
rehearsal
final
of the
before a final.
finals, or yeah. So everybody would be testing out their strengths and weaknesses. What are the
Uh,
matchups, and it would be sort of we may see an experimentation, an attempt to conceal their strengths. Maybe Rajasthan takes some player out. They don't play Riyan Parag or they don't play Yuzvendra Chahal in this match just to create that mystery around the bowling attack. It would be a crazy match.
yeah.
There are a lot of strategies that are coming up in my mind from both the sides. So yeah, it would be very interesting to
I,
watch.
in a weird kind of way, I really want SRS to take Rajasthan to the cleaners in this one. Simply because Rajasthan have been so good this season. Like they've won almost all of their games. They just don't know how to lose right now. But if SRH can just go berserk like they do in this particular game, boy, and they probably again meet in the final. SRH will be Rajasthan would be like pretty skeptical then of facing this side in the final.
Yes, definitely. So, in all aspects, it would be a great match. Maybe it breaks the jinx of Rajasthan and they lose to them now and they win it in the finals. It might be a humbling experience for them, and they get to see some chinks in their armor which are not yet revealed till this point in the tournament. So
Yeah.
even if you win, if you lose, there are some positive points with this contest.
And in a weird way, this is also the kind of game where you can finally see a 280 or something breached. uh,
Yes,
I mean chased down, because let's say SRH bat first and create a 270 or 280 kind of a total. Rajasthan, with the way Jaiswal is batting now, and with Joss Butler and Samson and Shamron Hetmeyer and Powell, I mean,
yes,
they are serious batters, and the kind of form they're in, they I think are the one of those teams who would think that yeah, we can chase this shit down. So, and if
yes,
that
definitely,
actually
definitely.
happens, it makes then SRH question everything that they have done till now, because then even that is not enough to beat this team.
Yeah, because we have seen with SRH that even when they score 270, the opposition comes very close every time they post this total. It's been a scenario like the opposition has come very close to 250. So they just lose by a margin of 10-20 runs. So their bowling has not been good enough to defend it in a convincing manner
Yeah.
yet. So I think that can turn out to be a match where just Roman Pavel, Riyan Parag, and Sanju Samson goes all out and chase this down. So that might create a history.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a crazy game. I'm really looking forward to this one. And then who do you think has the advantage in this one? Because I think it's really hard to call.
It's really hard to call because SRH has been beaten down by RCB in their home ground. So I'm not even sure with the home advantage. So it's a pretty even
Yeah,
contest for me. Maybe
yeah,
whosoever bats first gets the advantage from my side.
yeah. And then the final game of this week, it's Mumbai versus KKR, and we've talked about both these teams. There's not much to talk about them further. Probably by the time this game happens, if Mumbai has already lost to Lucknow, all their hopes are done. and vice versa for Kolkata. They, even if they lose to Delhi, they're still in the race. So Kolkata would be fighting for something, but by this
Yes.
time, Mumbai might be completely out of this tournament. Um, but yeah, I think again a really interesting game with I think Kolkata the advantage
Yeah,
simply
there
because
would
of
be.
their form,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah, their form, the form that they are in, and Wankhede Stadium is a small ground, and it traditionally helps the teams chasing. So even if there is a big total that KKR has to chase down, I think it would be pretty comfortable for KKR to do that. And with their bowlers, with their spinners, I think they are a slightly better side right now than Mumbai. So yes, advantage KKR
Mhm.
for me as well.
So yeah, I think that's how we wrap this week up of the IPL. And is there anything specific you're looking forward to see this week? Probably the pitches or specific elements of any team that you think is the final time for the teams to work on. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, just two things. First is want to see Mayank Yadav back in action again, and second is CSK wins both their matches this week. Yes, these two are my my wishes for
Yeah,
this week.
yeah. I guess that tribalism never goes out. I mean, seriously, I would do want Delhi to finish this week looking up rather than looking down. Uh, but I would hope that at least starting this week, pitches start to slow down a bit, and we start seeing more and more bowlers coming into the game. We have seen a
Yeah,
lot of batting prowess and power hitting at this point. I would definitely want to see a 160 game where a 160 is scored and defended, probably even a 150 where a 150 is scored and defended. I'm waiting eagerly for that kind of a game now because it's just been mad hitting. So
yes.
yeah, I mean, let's see what dishes we have in store for us this week.
Sure, definitely. And we will keep bringing the reviews, the analysis, and next week we will meet again with the analysis of week 6 and the preview of week 7, which would be the business end of the IPL. So, yeah, keep tuning in to our channel, keep liking and share and subscribe our videos. This is Nishant and Divyansh signing out and hope to see you again back next week. Thank you.
Yeah, bye bye, and
Bye
thanks
bye.
for your support. Bye.
Thank you.